Okay.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Today I'm going to be going over the best versus the worst wide receivers from every NFL draft since 2000. Let's get this thing going. All right, here we go. Oh, man, y'all know him? That's Andre Johnson from the U. Let's get this thing going, y'all.
Some of these wide receivers made over $100 million and changed the league forever. Others were out of the NFL before their rookie deal even ended. Nearly 2/3 of first-round receivers don't live up to the hype, but teams keep betting big, with the top guys getting $30 million or more per year without
Sometimes
hesitation.
you just never know, man. You think you got it right,
and the worst wide receivers
sometimes you
drafted
just
every
don't.
year since 2000. Some of these choices you might disagree with, some you might agree with. Well, as always, leave your comments down below.
We about to find out. All right, 2000.
The 2000 NFL draft gave us a few studs at wide receiver, and then some guys who totally crashed and burned. The best of this bunch has to be either Plaxico Burress or Lavernius Coles. I'm going to go with Plaxico here, taken 8th overall by the Steelers. This dude was a monster at 6 feet 5 inches tall, towering over defensive backs while piling up 8,499 receiving yards and 64 touchdowns. But let's be real. Everybody remembers that one play in Super Bowl 42. Down by 4, 35 seconds left, and Plax beats Ellis Hobbs on that corner route to crush the Patriots' perfect season. That moment alone cemented his legacy.
Manning lobs it, Burress alone, touchdown New York!
Until another moment that changed the course of his life and perhaps overshadowed
Plaxico
entirely. This was when Burress shot himself in the leg at a nightclub. But that doesn't affect what he did on the football field.
Gotta be careful when you're dancing with a gun.
Now we're going to flip to the other side of the coin with R.J. Soward, who has to be the worst wide receiver turnout in this class. The Jags took this guy 29th overall, and yikes. Soward caught just 14 passes for 154 yards in his rookie year. After that,
good.
Nothing but get suspended for substance abuse issues until he was out of the league completely. His rookie year was the last time that he ever played in the NFL.
Come on. All right. 2001.
Moving on to 2001, you've got Reggie Wayne, Steve Smith Sr., or Chad Johnson. While Smith has to be the best
good
value
receivers
pick
in that draft,
taken 74th overall, and Johnson had 7 1,000-yard seasons, I'm still going to say that Wayne was the best in this class.
You got to go Wayne.
Wayne was taken 30th overall by the Colts, and he was just elite. 14,345 yards and 82 touchdowns over 14 seasons. The guy ran routes so clean that you could use them in a textbook. He had hands like glue, and somehow he always found the open space on third down.
Pretty much end of the round, end of the first round.
Even led the league with 1,510 yards back in 2007.
Good
Him
scouting.
and Peyton Manning went together like peanut butter and jelly, and when the game was on the line, Wayne was definitely your guy.
Reggie Wayne.
It didn't hurt that he had Peyton Manning as quarterback either. Just saying.
Then for the worst, I'm going to have to go with David Terrell, just because the Bears spent a top 10 pick on him. He was taken 8th overall, and all Chicago got was 1,602 yards
overall,
and 9 touchdowns.
They passed up on all these other receivers for this guy.
Granted, the Bears did have some terrible quarterbacks, but the production that they got from Terrell still wasn't even close to enough. What really has to hurt Bears fans is that they passed up Wayne, Johnson, and Smith for him.
That's brutal. All right, 2002.
When you look at the 2002 draft class, Deion Branch certainly jumps out, although guys like Jabbar Gaffney and Dante Stallworth had decent careers as well. Branch wasn't the biggest or the fastest guy, but he became Brady's go-to target in those early New England years, putting up 6,644 yards and 39 touchdowns over the course of 11 seasons.
He was there a while.
Super Bowl 39, where Branch carved up the Eagles' defense with 11
no, he
catches
wasn't with New England that long,
yards.
right? I think he was
Dude
only
was
there
so dominant that he walked away with Super Bowl MVP honors in that 24-21 win, becoming the first wide receiver to do so since Jerry Rice.
I know when he left, he didn't have that
great. On the flip side, we're going to go with Tim Carter as the worst, who the Giants grabbed in the second round, 46th overall. Here's a guy who somehow hung around for 7 seasons while doing basically nothing on the field. We're talking 1,090 total yards and just 4 touchdowns for his entire career. His rookie year, he had a whopping 2 catches for 37 yards. And get this,
Wow.
its highest yardage in any season.
And y'all
was
thought
just
Keon Coleman was
309
bad.
yards in 2003. You know your career is pretty rough when you're averaging just 15 yards per game. What makes this pick even worse, the Giants could have had either Branch or Antoine Randall L instead of a guy who barely made a blip on the NFL radar.
2003.
The 2003 class gave us an absolute monster in Andre Johnson. Although Anquan Boldin was a beast too, Johnson was just better. Johnson was a physical freak who just bullied cornerbacks for 14 seasons. 7 Pro
coming
Bowls,
from the U,
2
you know they good.
First team nods,
Just
and
saying.
now a golden jacket in Canton.
Hall of Fame.
Tells you everything about his place in history.
Team wasn't great at the time, but I took it as a challenge. I want to come here and help.
And he didn't play with the best quarterbacks, guys. He really didn't. If we're going to be real here.
Johnson led the league in receiving yards twice in 2008 and 2009 and wrapped up his career with 14,185 yards and 70 touchdowns. And the thing is, he did all that while catching balls from a parade of mediocre quarterbacks.
You see.
Imagine what his numbers would have looked like if he was playing with Tom Brady or Peyton Manning.
I say the same thing about Eric Moulds, guys.
Oh, man. The Lions took this guy second overall, and it turned into
probably
a
Hall of Fame, bro.
Train wreck.
Oh, Rodgers
managed just 243 yards.
No bueno.
For injuries and suspensions, basically
terrible
his career.
pick by the Lions.
He played in one game his second season and caught 14 passes for just 197 yards in 9 games during his third and final season. When it was all said and done, Rodgers finished with 440 yards and 4 touchdowns. Rodgers was an absolute stud at Michigan State. I mean, he broke Randy Moss's record of 13 consecutive games with the touchdown.
See, guys, sometimes they just don't work out in the NFL for one reason or another.
Instead of Rodgers. Talk about a blown pick here.
Yeah. 2004. Let's get this thing going.
2004 class gave us Larry Fitzgerald, who basically is the gold standard for receivers not named Jerry Rice. His numbers are insane.
Dude, don't drop passes.
492 yards, 120 touchdowns, and 11 Pro Bowls. But what made Fitz really special was his hands. The guy literally has more tackles than drops in his career, which is insane. Nobody could high point a ball like him or make those contested catches in traffic. And he did it mostly with a revolving door of quarterbacks outside of those 5 years with Kurt Warner. You want to see Fitzgerald at his absolute best? Just look at that 2008 to 2009 playoff run. He practically carried the Cardinals to the Super Bowl, putting up 546 yards and 7 touchdowns in just 4 games. He almost got them a championship, too, before Santonio Holmes made that toe tap catch in the corner.
Yeah, unbelievable.
As for the worst receiver in this class, I'm going to go with Rashawn Woods. Man, what a disaster for the 49ers.
I don't recall
him. 31st overall after trading Terrell Owens, but his entire NFL career, 7 catches, 160 yards, and 1 touchdown in 14 games. After quickly fizzling out of the NFL, he played in the Canadian Football League, where his career finally came to an end.
2005.
Looking at 2005, Roddy White was the clear standout, though Vincent Jackson definitely made his mark too. And I want to say rest in peace to Jackson, by the way, as he passed away in 2021 due to alcohol abuse. But White became Matt Ryan's security blanket in Atlanta, racking up 10,863 yards and 63 touchdowns over the course of 11 seasons. The guy was just flat out consistent with 6 straight 1,000-yard years from 2007 to 2012. What you have to love about Roddy was how he showed up when games were on the line. Remember that 47-yard touchdown over Richard Sherman in the playoffs against Seattle?
That's going to step up. Look out. Roddy White is out there, and it is caught. Oh, touchdown!
But his most clutch play might have been in 2012 against Carolina. Falcons at their own 1-yard line. No timeouts remaining, just a minute left, and White has a 59-yard gain to set up the game winner.
Falcons down by 1. Going deep for Roddy White.
Double cover, too, by the way.
And for the years that White played alongside Julio Jones, they were easily one of the best receiving duos that the league had to offer.
Absolutely.
On the flip side, you've got Troy Williamson, who might be one of the worst top 10 picks ever. The Vikings grabbed him 7th overall, thinking he was going to replace Randy Moss. Spoiler alert, he did not. The guy had top-tier speed and could get open all day long,
look at that.
but his hands were made of stone. His 5-year career gave us just 1,131 yards and 4 touchdowns, including 2 seasons where he barely showed up, just 30 yards in 2008 and 34 yards in 2009. I do want to point out that I could obviously just pick late round wide
Wide
receivers
open
to be
for
the
this.
worst
Oh,
ones,
boy,
but
oh, boy.
what's the fun in that? Let's try to figure out which of these receivers
come
return
on,
the
man.
least amount of value per year.
2006.
Okay, in 2006, we've got to give the nod
Brandon
to
Marshall.
Brandon Marshall with
There you
Greg
go.
Jennings and Marquise Colston right
Yeah,
behind him.
Very
Marshall
good
was
receivers.
a beast at 6 feet 5 inches tall and basically a linebacker playing wide receiver. The way he combined that size with his great hands and sharp route running made him a nightmare for cornerbacks trying to cover him one-on-one. Marshall stacked up 12,351 yards and 83 touchdowns during his career, making 6 Pro Bowls along the way. And what impressed me the most was his consistency. 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons from 2007 to 2013 and 8 total. He even had 1,000 yards with 4 different teams: the Broncos, Dolphins, Bears, and the Jets. Quarterbacks love this guy because you could just throw the ball up to him and let him box out defenders like he's grabbing a rebound.
Yeah,
then
he had
you've
the
got
size
Chad
to do it.
Wolfgang Jackson, one of the
Great
rare
name.
times when Bill Belichick completely whiffed on a draft pick.
Don't know the
Patriots
guy.
took him 36th overall, and all they got was 171
round,
receiving
early
yards
second
and
round.
3 touchdowns across 3 very forgettable years. The sad
What
part,
happened, Bill?
most of that production came as a rookie. His second season, he played 2 games and grabbed 0 catches. In his third year, 1 catch for 19 yards. That's it. Doesn't really surprise me that Belichick started trading down so much in later drafts after this disaster.
2007.
When we talk about 2007, it's all about Calvin
Megatron.
Johnson, maybe the most physically gifted receiver ever. They called him Megatron for a reason.
He was.
This dude was 6 feet 5 inches tall and ran a 4.35 40.
Damn.
He was basically what you'd get if you combined Randy Moss's deep threat ability with Larry Fitzgerald's hands and Brandon Marshall's strength.
I'll tell you, folks, I have never in my life
This dude
seen
was
a receiver with
an
more
absolute beast,
God-given
man.
ability than Calvin Johnson. On first down,
You ain't guarding him one-on-one. I mean, he's just not. Like, this guy's going to empower you. Look at that triple coverage.
Johnson
No
put up
problem.
11,619
Wow,
yards
man.
and
And he
83
retired early,
touchdowns over the course
guys.
of 9 years and set the single season
He
record
did like a
with
Barry
1,964 yards in 2012.
He's still had a
And
lot
he
of.
shocked everybody by retiring
Look,
early.
see?
But at his peak, for one game or one season,
He was still in his
nobody would
prime,
argue
folks.
with you if you said you take him over anybody else in history. On the complete opposite end, you've got Craig Buster Davis, who the Chargers grabbed 30th
I remember him.
overall. His entire 4-year career
bad.
gave us a whopping 51 catches for 558 yards.
Wow.
He put up 59
Terrible.
yards in 2008 and 52
Yikes.
yards in his only game during 2009.
Once again, y'all think
Then he
Keon
didn't play
Coleman is
again
bad.
after 2010.
2008.
The 2008 class gave us Deshaun Jackson, who was just electric on the
Deshaun.
field. Nothing against
And
Jordy
that
Nelson,
speed.
though. He was a star, too, in Green
Jordy,
Bay, and I could
damn
have
good.
easily chosen him. But Jackson racked up 11,263 yards, and for a few good years, he might have been the fastest dude in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
The guy led the league in yards per catch 4 different times, even averaging over 22 yards per grab in 2010. Defenses always had to respect his speed on every single play, and man, he gave us some very unforgettable moments with the Eagles. Remember that ridiculous punt return against the Giants?
Yep.
Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
He gone.
Still not in. And
Look at
now
him
into
toying
the
with the
touchdown,
Giants.
no flag.
Remember that Monday night opener against Washington where Vic hit him for an 88-yard bomb on the very first play?
Yeah, that's when Vic was the quarterback. Yep.
Downfield for Deshaun Jackson who accelerates.
He gone. He gone.
All the way for a touchdown.
Then for the worst, it's a toss-up between
Oh,
Limas
no.
Swede and James Hardy. But I'm going to go with Swede. The
Woo,
Steelers
you
grabbed
didn't go with
him in the
James Hardy.
second
All right,
round,
all right.
53rd overall. He looked the part at 6 feet 5 inches tall, but gave Pittsburgh just
Keep
7
the Buffalo
catches
Bills players
for
off this
69
list,
yards
huh?
and 0 touchdowns. Swede couldn't stay healthy or produce anything when he was on the field. He played just 11 games as a rookie and 9 games during his second year before getting cut.
2009.
Julian Edelman is probably the winner in
Okay.
2009, mainly for the accomplishments and the value that he provided, especially from his draft position. Patriots found this guy 232nd overall in the 7th round, and he turned from a college quarterback into one of the most reliable slot receivers in all of football. His stats are very good, but they don't come close to telling the whole story. After Wes Welker left New England in 2013, Edelman stepped right in and became Brady's go-to guy. He just had this knack for getting open on third down, and when
Yeah, boy, they
needed him
had
the
good
most.
slots,
And the
man.
bigger the
They
game,
absolutely
the
did.
better Edelman played.
Went from Welker to
Look at Super
Edelman.
Bowl 53, MVP performance with 10 catches for 141 yards against the Rams. Or those insane catches during that comeback against Atlanta in Super Bowl 51.
Wow, what a
The guy
great
was just
catch.
clutch. Then you've got Joaquin Iglesias, who the Bears
Never
took
heard of him.
99th overall. In his lone season, Iglesias appeared in one single game, not even making a catch. He actually
Wow.
ended his NFL
What
career with
happened,
more tackles
Iglesias?
than receptions or receiving
No.
yards. Bears
That's
waived
bad,
him in
folks.
September of 2010, and then he
God, you
kind of
gotta
just
be
bounced around the
terrible.
league on different practice squads, but never earned a roster spot during the regular season. When you spend a third-round pick on a receiver, you expect at least something in return.
Should have went to the
Bears,
Arena
they
League or
got
something, man.
absolutely nothing, which is the pick that really hurts.
2010. Let's see
Man,
what's going
Antonio
on here.
Brown has to be the biggest steal of the 2010 draft. The Steelers grabbed him
Abso-fucking-lutely.
all the way down in the 6th round at pick
Sixth
195,
round.
and he turned into one of the most ridiculous receivers that we have ever seen. From
Yep.
2013 to 2018, this guy put together 6 years that stack up against any receiver in history. 4 first-team All-Pro appearances, and then he led
Damn.
the league in yards receiving twice. What made AB so special was how precisely he ran all of his routes, how he always got open.
Chris.
I mean, from week 1 of 2013 through week 3 of 2015, he caught at least 5 passes for 50 yards in 36 straight games, including their lone playoff game in 2014. That's just insane consistency. Didn't matter what coverage you threw at him, he would always find a way to
Don't do
get
that to
free.
my Bills.
He ended up with 12,291 yards and 83 touchdowns despite all those off-field problems that cut his career short. Then you look at Aurelius Ben, who Tampa Bay took 39th
Another guy I don't
overall.
know about.
By 2012, he had just completely fallen off a cliff. Just
First
4
round pick.
catches for 26 yards in 8 games.
Oh, man.
After disappearing for years, he popped up briefly with Jacksonville in 2016 to 2017 before getting hurt. You expect second rounders to be key players on your team,
he's second
not
round?
guys
I
who
thought they said
vanish for
first round.
years
Okay.
at a time.
Still terrible. 2011. Let's see what's going
Julio
on here.
Jones was the gold standard from the
Okay.
2011 class.
Julio.
And no, Bengals fans, that is not a dig
He
at
was a
AJ
beast,
Green.
a monster.
He was also great.
Absolutely.
But what
AJ
made
Green,
Julio
yep.
different was how he mixed his size, speed, and body control together.
Man,
At
him and
6
Roddy
feet,
White
3
were
inches tall
great
and
together,
220 pounds, he was a freak who could take over any situation. Julio made 7 Pro Bowls and topped the league in receiving yards twice, pretty much locking up his spot in Canton one day. His highlights
absolutely.
are full of those crazy sideline catches where he somehow got both feet down while someone was hanging all over him. He's the type of guy that the other star receivers look up to, and that tells you everything you need to know. And then you've got Jonathan Baldwin, who the Chiefs took 26th overall. Talk
Never
about
heard of
a
him.
disaster pick.
First round.
Baldwin barely scraped together 607 yards and 2 touchdowns in his 3-year career. His
Wow.
final season with San Francisco in 2013 was just brutal. 3 catches for 28 yards in 7 games before
Golly.
washing out completely.
2012. Let's see.
T.Y. Hilton turned out to be
Oh,
the hidden gem of
T.Y.
the 2012
That
receiving
dude
class.
was
The
damn
Colts snagged
good,
him in
bro.
the 3rd round at pick 92, and man, did he outplay that draft spot. Piling
Even
up
came back and still did
9,812
good.
yards
Remember that,
and
guys?
53 touchdowns over the course of his career. Him and Andrew Luck,
He was
became one of those
very
combos that
reliable.
defensive coordinators just hated facing. In 2016, T.Y. led the entire NFL with 1,448 receiving yards and made 4 Pro Bowls during his best years. He was nowhere near the biggest guy on the field, but his speed and route running made him a serious downfield threat. And you've got to love that moment that happened in 2018 when he scored this really emotional touchdown just hours after his daughter was born.
Looking to throw to the near side. T.Y. Hilton into the open field. He said he wanted to score a touchdown for his new daughter, and he does.
That's awesome.
Then we have A.J. Jenkins. Talk about a nightmare pick. The 49ers used the
I
30th
remember
overall
him.
pick on him and
Oh,
got nothing in
man.
return. He had a
Bad
measly
pick.
17 catches for 223 yards over the course of 3 seasons between San Francisco and Kansas City. He barely saw the field in his rookie year. He had 0 catches on just 1 target in 3 games.
Golly.
You really got to wonder how much it hurt when they came up just 3 points short against the Ravens in the Super Bowl that year. I mean, having another weapon sure would have helped out there.
Yep. 2013.
DeAndre Hopkins has had the best career out of the
D-Hop.
2013 class, although Keenan Allen is
still
having
playing.
a great career
Yeah,
as well.
Keenan Allen's
Hopkins
very
has
damn
crazy
good,
good
too.
hands, insane body control, and
Just
runs
can't
such
stay healthy,
precise
but he's getting
routes.
older now.
He's put up
Yeah,
12,965 yards and
his hands are
83 touchdowns, and he
ridiculous.
did it while catching passes from some
Dude just
seriously
does not
questionable
drop
quarterbacks along the way.
balls.
I mean, Hopkins has caught balls from 14 different quarterbacks throughout his career. From Matt Schaub to Deshaun Watson to Kyler Murray, it does not matter who's throwing this guy the ball.
Don't matter. Yep.
He just produces at an elite level.
That's what
When you
makes
watch him
a
make those
receiver
contested catches
elite.
along the
When you can
sidelines or
still
in the
put up
end zone,
numbers
you can see exactly why he's
and
one of
have,
the most reliable
you know,
targets in the
subpar
game.
quarterbacks. Oh, no, don't show this. No, come on, no. No.
Looking at the other end of the spectrum, you've got Josh Boyce, who the Patriots took with pick 102.
Patriots just cannot make it right on these receivers.
9 games as a rookie, putting up 100.
Come on, Bill, what's going on?
Yards. During his second year, he only saw the field once and didn't put up any yards. The bright spot, though, is that he was rewarded with the Super Bowl ring for all his efforts in 2014.
Got yourself a
After
ring.
that, he spent a few years attempting to make a comeback, bouncing between practice squads, but didn't see any success. He fizzled out of the league completely by the end of 2017.
Man, 2014.
The 2014 receiver class was absolutely stacked. You had Mike Evans becoming Mr. Reliable in Tampa, OBJ giving us that crazy one-handed catch that broke the internet, and Sammy Watkins even looking great before those injuries ended up slowing him down. But when you look at the whole package, I got to go with Davante Adams. It's wild to think that Adams started his career dropping passes left and right as a rookie.
I don't know.
Now the dude might be the
close
best
with
route runner
Evans
in football with some of the best hands.
Guys, put in the
I mean,
comments
the way
section.
He gets off the line of scrimmage.
Let me know if you guys agree with this. I might put Evans ahead of Adams.
44 yards and 103
That's
touchdowns
just me.
while leading the league in touchdowns.
Let me know.
twice.
Evans
As for the worst receiver in
Adams,
this class, I'm going to go
or you
with
like
Cody
Adams
Latimer.
in this
Denver
spot.
used a second-round
Let
pick,
me know.
56th overall on him out of Indiana.
I'm putting
and
Evans
he did
ahead
not
of
do
him.
much of anything.
Adams
His
is a
rookie year
beast,
was
but
a joke. Just 2 catches for 23 yards in 8 games. Things didn't get too much better after that either. 59 yards in 2015, 76 yards in 2016. By the end of the 2019 season, Latimer had just scraped together only 935 total yards in 6 years. But just like Boyce, Latimer also has a Super Bowl ring to show for his time in the league from the
got a
2015
ring.
season.
All right, 2015.
Now, when it comes to the best receiver from 2015, I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs.
All right, okay.
Over Amari Cooper, even though this one is
got a
definitely
Bills player
close.
on here.
Cooper has made 1 more Pro Bowl and went 4th overall, but Diggs has hit the higher level since coming into the league as a 5th-round steal. In 2020, he led the entire NFL with 1,535 yards, while Cooper's best year yardage-wise was 1,250.
Hey, Amari Cooper was damn good, though. And he didn't play with the greatest quarterbacks either.
How precise his routes are and how he creates separation with that footwork. We just have to hope that his recent ACL tear doesn't derail his entire career and he can be a solid receiver for Drake May with the Patriots. As for the worst, Kevin White might be one of the saddest draft stories in recent memory. The Bears took him 7th overall, but his career was derailed by injuries before it even got started.
Yeah,
he didn't play a single snap
but
during his rookie year, and then when he finally hit the field in 2016, he managed just 187 yards in 4 games. From there, things just got worse. 1 game in 2017 with 2 catches for 6 yards, and he never topped 100 yards in a season after that brief rookie stint. He essentially got paid millions of dollars to rehab.
Wow. 2016. Here we go.
All right. Moving on to 2016. Tyreek Hill has just blown past everybody. Michael Thomas definitely made some noise there,
Michael
leading
Thomas
the league in catches for a couple
of
years, but
Hill's
Hill's been playing a completely different game with that ridiculous speed and playmaking ability. Until last year, he had 8 consecutive Pro Bowls, which tells you everything about how dominant this guy really is. He started off as just a speed demon, but now he's a complete receiver who can pretty much run every route you can draw up. And don't let his size fool you either.
We'll see what happens when he comes back, though. He hasn't been signed yet, though.
Being on the smaller side,
very curious where he winds up going.
Have come and gone. Hill really hit another level in 2023 when he piled up 1,799 yards and 13 touchdowns, which got him the top spot in the NFL top 100 players list.
I want to say on behalf of the NFL players, I want to congratulate you on being voted #1.
You lie.
No,
you lie.
First down and 15 following the penalty. Tua swings it out.
And then he had a terrible season the year after. Or that season, actually.
Then you look at Corey Coleman, who was the first receiver
Corey
taken in the
Coleman.
draft, and it's a big
Did
yikes
not
here.
work out.
The Browns spent the 15th overall pick on him and got just 413 yards his rookie year, followed by 305 yards in his second year. Then he went to the Giants for the 2018 season, but only managed 71 yards on 5 catches.
So,
if you want the perfect snapshot of his career, it's that play in Week 17 against Pittsburgh that sealed Cleveland's 0-16 season. Coleman was wide open on a crucial fourth down, and the ball just went right through his hands and hit him in the face.
Come on,
right
man.
Back to the Steelers.
Come on, Coleman. 2017.
Cooper Kupp has to be the shining star from the 2017 receiver class, but I don't want to ignore how Chris Godwin has been quietly producing great numbers in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but you got to put Kupp.
What makes Kupp's story so cool, though, is that he was just a third-round pick from Eastern Washington. And scouts were questioning whether he was athletic enough for the NFL. When Kupp's been healthy, he's been absolutely lights out. He has 7,776 yards and 57 touchdowns so far in his career. The way he understands coverage schemes and finds those soft spots in zones is what made him Matt Stafford's favorite target. And you want to talk about all-time great seasons. His 2021 season was just ridiculous. He took home Offensive Player of the Year with 1,947 yards and 16 touchdowns. He even finished third in MVP voting. I mean,
that's a hell of a season.
Stafford during that Super Bowl run
almost 2,000 yards,
unstoppable.
Second and goal. Pass.
Yeah, super reliable.
Who wasn't unstoppable. John Ross, who the Bengals overall after he broke the 40-yard dash record at the combine. Talk about a disaster. This dude didn't catch a single pass during his rookie season despite playing in 3 games.
Wow.
He did manage to score 7 touchdowns in 2018, but that came with just 210 yards. His 2020 season, a whopping 17 yards. Then 224 yards with the Giants in 2021. And after briefly hanging it up, Ross came back in 2024 with the Eagles and managed 1 catch for 6 yards. All that speed, and the guy couldn't find anywhere to run with it when it actually mattered.
2018.
As for 2018, this whole receiver group has been pretty low-key, to be honest with you, but DJ Moore has been solid, despite catching passes from what feels like
DJ Moore.
Quarterbacks.
There you go. We got a Buffalo Bill on here.
This guy has piled up 7,531 yards and 30.
Telling you guys, watch out.
Far, and is
2026
looking to bounce back after taking a step back.
Y'all hating, man. Some of y'all hating on this dude.
Flip to the worst receiver of that draft class, and you're looking at Jaleel Scott. The Ravens spent a 4th-round pick on him after he made this absolutely ridiculous catch at New Mexico State that went viral. But man, that college magic has never showed up on Sundays. His entire NFL career so far, just 1 catch for 6 yards as a rookie, followed by 1 catch for 16 yards in 2020.
What would they say, 4th-round pick?
2 catches, 22 yards, and then he was gone.
I mean, he should be better, but 2019
was another class that was loaded with talent, but A.J. Brown has become the main attraction in the group that also gave us Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, and Deebo Samuel. Brown brings this crazy mix of size and strength, and what he does after the catch has made him one of those guys defensive backs just hate facing. So far, he's racked up 7,026 yards and 49
Very
touchdowns.
curious what the Eagles are going to wind up doing with him, though.
Sideline reading habits. The guy went viral because he was just calmly flipping through inner excellence during their recent playoff game against the Packers. Then you got J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who might be the biggest swing and a miss from that class.
Never heard.
The Eagles used a 2nd-round pick on him coming out of Stanford, and he had just 10 catches for 169 yards and 1 touchdown as a rookie. He then followed that up with 4 catches for 85 yards in 2020 and 2 catches for 36 yards in 2021. What makes this even more painful for Eagles fans is that scouts were super high on this guy. In Pro Football Focus,
I you guys,
ranked as the 23rd best player.
These guys don't always get it right. They look great. Sometimes they look great in college,
but now they have A.J. Brown and
they do everything in their pro days.
So I don't really think
it just doesn't work out in the NFL for them. 2020.
Okay, let's forget about that JJ and move on to the real JJ, because Justin Jefferson has completely blown away the competition. I mean, CeeDee Lamb would be the headline
for me.
Guy
he's
in
the best receiver in the NFL
here, but
I know it's
Jefferson
close with Chase, but
a completely different game out there.
He is
He tied the
an
all-time
animal,
record
man.
for fewest games,
And
needed to reach 5,000
he didn't have the
receiving
best
yards, and
quarterbacks.
he's on
Let's be
pace to
real.
hit 10,000 yards by 27 years old. He's got 7,432 yards and 40 touchdowns in just 5 seasons. And get this, Jefferson averages 96 and a half yards
Darnold
per
was
game,
probably
which is the highest in
his
NFL
best.
history. Not just among active players.
Only 1 year, though.
This is the entire history of the league. In 2022, he led the NFL with 1,809 yards, but what really sets Jefferson apart is how he produces no matter who is throwing him the ball. Kirk
There you
Cousins,
go.
Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins, it doesn't seem to matter
Forgot
who's
about
back
that
there.
guy.
Jefferson just keeps
terrible.
putting up
Mullins.
elite numbers week after week. Then you've got Jalen Reagor, who might be one of the most painful draft whiffs we have seen.
Yep.
The Eagles spent the 21st pick on him, and he had
No idea what the
yards
Eagles were
throughout his
thinking
first
there.
2 years.
No
In
idea.
29 games, the dude
Bad,
never once
bad
topped 60
decision.
yards in a single game. But what really puts this pick over the edge, it's the ultimate gut punch for Eagles fans because they took Reagor literally 1 pick ahead of Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, there's just no living that one down. Back-to-back
man.
years of bad receiver choices for Phil.
Can you imagine Jefferson with the Eagles? My God.
2021 gave us the only guy who can challenge Jefferson for that
Yep.
top dog
I
spot
just
in the
mentioned
league
him,
right
Chase.
now at receiver.
Absolutely.
Jamar Chase is setting a ridiculous Hall of Fame pace throughout his first 4 seasons. He took things to another level in 2024 when he pulled off the receiving triple crown with 127 catches,
Triple crown, which
1,708 yards, and
is
17
tough to get.
touchdowns. He's got 5,425 yards and 46 touchdowns in just 4 years. Remember all those preseason drops during his rookie year? It's funny to think that some people were actually worried about that. Since then, he's been practically unstoppable every time he steps foot on the field. The connection between Chase and Joe Burrow has turned into one of the most awesome quarterback-receiver duos that we have seen in many years. It's just crazy to think that Chase and
That's
Justin
why he got
Jefferson
paid.
played together at LSU with Burrow. Talk about overpowered. As for the worst receiver, this one's a tricky one because it's pretty new, but I'm actually going to go with Kadarius Toney, who the Giants grabbed with the 20th overall pick.
That's a
Just
bad
because
pick.
his career started off well, but since
He has
then
not
has
done
been
shit.
a complete letdown. Only 760 total yards across 4 seasons with 3 different teams.
He had
Put that into
mad drops in
perspective,
Kansas
Chase
City
had already
too.
racked up 754 yards by week 7 of his rookie season alone.
I don't even know where that guy's
Injuries
playing
have played
now.
a part in Tony's struggles, but his inability to stay healthy or produce when he actually does make it onto the field has made him one of the biggest receiver busts in recent memory. 2 Super Bowl rings, though, to his name so far on the Chiefs, but the bad part is that things
but come
don't
on.
seem to be heading in the right direction.
He wasn't
for him
really a
coming off
factor there.
1-target year.
But
with
hey,
the
he got
Browns.
you Super Bowls. 2022.
The 2022 draft class has given us 2 main guys that I think will be great for many years to come, and that's Garrett Wilson and Drake London. If I had to choose one of them to build a team
Probably
around,
Garrett,
I think
right?
it would have to be Wilson, though.
Okay.
He's just more of a big play type guy.
Absolutely.
So far throughout 3 seasons, he's racked up 3,249
On a
yards and
shitty-ass
topped
team, too.
1,000 every year. He also brought
Bad
home
quarterbacks.
Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2022. The problem is that he is stuck on the Jets, so we're
Yeah,
going to
there
have to
you-
see how that turns
There
out.
you go.
On the flip side, Traylon Burks has turned into one of the most disappointing first-round picks we've seen recently. The Titans used the 18th overall pick on him, but he's put up just 699 yards across 3 years, including
That's
just
not good.
34 yards on 4 catches in 2024.
Not good.
Injuries have clearly played a huge role here, unfortunately. Turf toe and a concussion limited him to just 11 games as a rookie. Then an LCL
Good catch
sprain
right
messed
there,
up
though.
his second
Give
year,
him
and
that.
a knee sprain along with another bad concussion cut his 3rd season short.
Man,
But
never
even when
good.
he's been healthy, his production has been terrible. The dude literally has 8 times more drops than he does touchdowns.
Man, he be taking some
The Titans
hits,
have
though.
already declined his 5th-year option, which is basically them
they
admitting,
declined. They're like,
yeah,
man,
we kind of blew this pick.
2023. Let's do it.
Puka Nacua came absolutely out of
Yep.
nowhere to dominate
6th
the
round.
2023 receiver class.
I mean, I
Zay
didn't even
Flowers
hear
and
about the
Rashee
guy,
Rice
so.
have shown flashes too, but Nacua, a 5th-round pick by the Rams, delivered one of the craziest rookie seasons that we have seen from a
Absolutely.
receiver. He completely shattered the rookie receiving record with 1,486 yards, looking like he'd been in the league for years from day one. His game reminds me so much of Larry Fitzgerald. Not the fastest or the most explosive guy, but he does have incredible hands, body control.
His hands
and
are legit,
playmaking
man.
ability.
Yeah,
The way
absolutely.
he also finds open space and makes
He-
contested catches has turned
Always,
him into
right?
an immediate star. I also think Jackson Smith-Njigba is someone who is not being talked about nearly enough. I mean, this guy looks like he could be a future.
I think he led the
star
league in the receiving last year. So
as for the worst receiver in this draft, so far it's looking like Jonathan Mingo, who's been a total letdown as the 39th overall pick by the Panthers. He's had just 585 yards over his first 2 years, 418 as a rookie, and an even worse 167 in 2024 while bouncing between Carolina and Dallas.
Yeah,
with the Cowboys, he managed only 5 catches for 46 yards across 8 games. What might be most concerning is that he hasn't scored a single touchdown in 2 years and has had major drop issues.
Damn. 2024.
2024 is looking like one of the best receiver draft classes ever. You've got Malik Neighbors, who the Giants took 6th overall, and he definitely didn't disappoint. 1,204 yards and 7 touchdowns in just 15 games.
Was Dable the one that wanted that opportunity? Neighbors pulls it in to the left, top of your screen. Jones on 3rd down, looking end zone, throws. It's Neighbors.
Great
Ryan
catch.
Thomas wasn't too far behind with the Jags picking him up
BTJ.
at 23.
He had a rough season last year, but
with 1,282 yards.
We'll see what happens with him.
Then we have Lad McConkey. I mean, this guy was a second rounder and blew everybody away.
Damn
he piled
good.
up 1,149 yards and 7 touchdowns and easily turned into Justin Herbert's go-to guy. Marvin Harrison Jr. also had a good rookie year with 885 yards and 8 touchdowns.
But once again,
best years should be yet to
we'll
come.
see what happens with him, too.
I bet we see him leapfrog some of these
I'd take
other
him,
guys
but
in the next
Arizona's been a rough spot for him.
I had to go with one player right now, though. I think I'm taking Neighbors. You know who I'm definitely not taking, though? It's Jalen Polk. This guy has been a complete letdown so far. The Patriots used that 37th pick on him and got just 12 catches for 87 yards all season long. It's not really a good look when you have just as many drops as first downs. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is still plenty of time for him to figure things out, but Patriots fans are already worried that they've got another receiver bust on their hands. And honestly, can you blame them?
Man, they got a lot of wide receiver busts.
The 2025 class has some really interesting guys who could make some noise right away. At the top, of course, you got Travis Hunter after the Jags grabbed him with the 2nd overall pick.
I think they're making him a corner now, right?
Then you've got Teteroa McMillan heading to the Panthers after they grabbed him with the 8th overall pick. This could work out nicely with Bryce Young finally looking decent in those last few games last season. There are a bunch more too. So the real question is, will they hit the ground running like Jefferson or Chase did, or will they need a couple of years?
Time will tell.
I want to know what you guys think, as always, in the comment section down below. Which receiver from this year's draft class will have the best rookie year, and who will be the worst? And if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, make sure to subscribe.
All right. So that's it for that, man. So, yeah, who do you guys have? Was there anybody on this list that should have been on it for best receiver since 2000 and also worst receiver since 2000? Let me know in the comment section below. So, guys, I appreciate you guys watching once again. Bills Mafia, you know I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.
Just